All right, let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be crypto detectives. We're going to tackle one of those classic crypto mysteries. You see a ticker symbol blowing up online, you see all the hype, but when you go to look it up, you find this just tangled mess. So today we're unraveling the very confusing case of the ticker RTX. You know how it starts. It's always something like this, right? A post on social media, a few rocket emojis. It's just enough to catch your eye and spark that little bit of FOMO, that fear of missing out. It makes you think, wait, did I just find the next big thing before anyone else? And then the hype machine just kicks into overdrive. The messages get more and more frantic. The price predictions get wilder. It creates this incredible sense of urgency. It feels like a train that's leaving the station, and you have to decide right now if you're going to jump on. But then, bam, you see something like this, a totally different story. Not hype, but cold, hard data saying the price is actually going down. Suddenly, that rocket ship looks like it's pointed straight at the ground. Hype on one side, bearish data on the other. It's total chaos. And that brings us to the heart of our investigation. When you're getting slammed with completely opposite signals, how in the world do you figure out what's real? What is the actual project behind the RTX ticker? It's time to tune out all that noise and start following the clues. And our very first clue reveals something absolutely critical. The reason for all this confusion isn't just about different opinions. Nope. It's a classic old-fashioned case of mistaken identity. See, it turns out there isn't just one RTS. Okay, so check this out. This is where it gets messy. We have 3 different projects all tangled up with the same RTX ticker. You've got RateX, which is a real active DeFi protocol. Then there's RateX, a brand new project that's raising a ton of money in a pre-sale. And finally, you have RateX, a name that keeps popping up but has all the red flags of a potential scam. It's a perfect storm for confusing investors. So to cut through this mess, we have to start where any good detective would, with the evidence. We're going to follow the verifiable on-chain data trail. Think of it like a digital paper trail that can't be faked. And that trail leads us directly to our first contender, RateX. So what exactly is RateX? Well, it's a pretty sophisticated tool in the world of decentralized finance. Instead of just buying a token and hoping the price goes up, RateX lets people trade the yield, the interest rate that an asset generates. Honestly, it's something you'd be more likely to see on a Wall Street trading desk than in the typical crypto space. Now, when we look under the hood at how their tokens are split up, things look pretty standard. A big chunk for the community, and the rest divided between the team, the treasury, and investors. This is the kind of transparent breakdown you want to see from a legitimate project. No huge red flags here. And here is that reality check. Remember that breakout loading post from the beginning? Well, the actual data shows that over the last month, RateX's token is down quite a bit against the dollar, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Now, this doesn't automatically mean it's a bad project, but it paints a much, much more sober picture than the social media hype. So when you look at a real project like RateX, you see its future is basically a big tug of war. The bull case, they've got new products that could bring in a lot of users. The bear case, they're up against some stiff competition in a tough market. It's a constant battle, and the future is anything but certain. Okay, let's put the RateX file aside for a minute and move on to our next contender. We're pivoting now from historical data to a forward-looking pitch. With our second project, RateX, we're not analyzing what it's done, we're analyzing what it promises to do. And the very first thing that jumps out at you is this number. RateX has raised almost $30 million in its pre-sale. That is a ton of money, and it's the main reason this project is getting so much attention and causing so much confusion with RateX. That kind of cash generates a lot of noise. So what's the big idea they're selling? RateX wants to be a pay-fi platform. Basically, you send crypto to someone and it magically appears in their bank account as their local currency, like dollars or pesos. They're going after the huge global remittance market, which is a totally different world from RateX's high finance trading. This slide right here perfectly sums up what it's like looking at a project that hasn't even launched yet. It's all just a game of what if. The bear case, it fizzles out and ends up being worth less than people paid. The bull case, it captures a tiny piece of a massive market and the price explodes. It's a world of pure potential with none of the hard data we had for RateX. Okay, so we've seen how easy it is to get tangled up in this RTX mess. But this isn't just about one token. It's about building a system so you don't get caught in these situations in the future. So instead of an investment tip, we're going to give you something way more valuable, a toolkit to become a crypto detective yourself. And here it is, your own personal crypto BS detector. Just a simple 5-step checklist. 1. Who's on the team? Are they real people with reputations or are they hiding? 2. Is the hype legit? Does it feel like a real community or just a bunch of paid ads? 3. Does the data back it up? Is there actual activity on the blockchain? 4. What are real people saying? Look outside their official Telegram group. And 5. This is the most important one. Are they ever asking for your private keys? If they are, it's a scam. Full stop. End of story. And that really is the challenge, isn't it? You are surrounded by noise, by hype, by promises of easy money. In an environment like that, having a simple data-driven process isn't just nice to have, it's essential for survival. So the final question isn't about RTX, it's about you. What will you build your decisions on? Hype and hope? Or data and due diligence?